Hi everybody, hope you're all having a wonderful summer. I thought I'd share something with you today, something that you could possibly do yourselves. A bit of backstory, I've got into electronics the last few years, and some of you had a sneak peek at my new multicolour remote changing wand that can change into up to 6 different colours. Imagine the magical painting, handing it to a child and making that a little bit more magical. Not only that, it has 4 fully customizable sounds that sync up with the wand and also your full sound system, giving you endless possibilities. It could be the wand of truth, making me the most amazing magical inventor that ever was. Okay, sometimes I come up with an okay idea. Yes, you could hand it to a child, they could turn it into a magical wand. Or you could just hand it to a kid and yeah, you get the idea. Anyway, that's for later. The reason I'm telling you it is because I did get into the electronics and I brought this to Tricks. Oh, that's stuck on there. Brought this to Tricks to have we all had a little play with this. Basically, it's a catching game. I'll turn it on.
Let's play sports together.
We can play sports together.
3,
So you hand it above and you've got to catch them.
go.
And I'm good at this game. I'll just get one. Nearly. Yeah. Well, it's them to win it next. There you go. Yes, 2. So we was playing that and it was a bit of fun. And then quite a few of you went, ooh, what about, in fact, Oz came up with this idea in 1872, I think. What about turning them into magic wands? And then it's like a bit more themed, which is fun. And then I thought, whoa, we could actually have a remote and make it drop with a remote. And then you could actually have 2 together and make them drop simultaneously. I'm sure I'm going to cut in a video of me doing this now, as you can see. I'm back, I think, now. I'm not sure. So, with that idea in mind, I spent a week or so programming a remote, and then I actually found one on AliExpress for £6. So I thought I'd share with you. It's slightly different. It is an infrared remote, which makes it a bit fiddly, and being AliExpress, I ordered 4 of them and only 2 of them worked. In fact, the remote was a different remote that came with it, so they're going back or whatever. But the reason why it's different is because it's got 1 to 6, so you can actually make them drop individually. So they'll drop together but individually, so you can slow down the game for people. The way I've done it, this is a speaker stand. That is a big piece of PCB sighting, PVC piping. I've made a couple little wand ends because I'm going to theme it a bit more. And then this is 3D printed to glue on there, and it just pops off. So it packs up quite small, long, but quite small. And that just goes on there like that. So let's just
play sports together.
turn these on.
Let's play sports together.
And I think it's this button.
3, 2, 1, go.
So I can make number 1 fall, hopefully if you point it in the right direction. Yeah, so you've got to press it a few times, it's a bit fiddly. Number 4. Number 2. You get the idea, so you can have a fun game with it. But saying that, you could get rid of this and just have the 1, and as there are 6 different, and you can make them fall, and there's 6 there, and a dice has got 6, you can actually do a forcing magic trick even. So you have all of them on there. Round here could be a piece of paper with the prize. What happens if they roll the dice and it's 3 or whatever? You press the 3. If they catch it, they get the prize, and it's like a silly booby kind of prize. And then you know at the end you're going to be left with number 6, depending what force dice you use. And that could be the big £50 that's for you. But also you could have somebody with a ring and they're holding it in the handkerchief. You set this up and then you come past and you whip the handkerchief out their hand and the ring has disappeared and their reflexes are not very good because you allowed me to do that. Let's work on your reflexes. So now you'd roll the dice, we do the reflexes, and you get them all to drop apart from one, which you've actually pre-done. And as you've set this up, you've actually loaded the ring, and I think it's in, say, one of these. You can actually load a ring in there, put it on there, put it on there. You get the idea. Anyway, all you need is speaker stand, PVC pipe, and this is 3D printed. Now, if you want me to, I'm going to probably redesign it to actually have some tie wraps go around there as well as glued on. It's not going anywhere, but it just might be nice to have some tie wraps on there. So if you've got a 3D printer, I'll gladly share this file with you here. If you haven't got a 3D printer, I'm afraid I can't just send these for free. I'd love to, or if you just find somebody near you that's got a 3D printer that can print them out, I'll send you the file for free. But if not, I can print these for £5, but it would be £5 postage, which would be £10 altogether. Or for £15, I can also print the ends to make it into a magic wand and get that. So that's 15. I don't really want to do that. It's you know, I mean, you're better off finding somebody close to you that's got a 3D printer, and I'll just send you the files for free. Anyway, I thought I'd share it with you because I think the magic trick has got some good potential. I'll also do a link to them. As I say, it is AliExpress, and 2 of them didn't work for me, but they're quite good at sending things back. But anyway, I was a bit excited to show you all. I've already played the game with my old version, that I made, and it was great. You know what I mean? We had a lot of fun doing that. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time up. I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.